Attention passionate Detroit, LIONS fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Detroit Lions' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Detroit Lions fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Detroit LIONS fans. Let's get to the news. All right, Lions fans, buckle up, because what's happening right now in the NFL, especially in the NFC North, is nothing short of seismic. We've got some major developments that could redefine not just this season, but the future of the Detroit Lions as a franchise. And trust me, this isn't just small news, it's a game changer. And I'm here to break it all down for you, so stay with me. So let's set the scene. The Detroit Lions, sitting at an impressive 5-2 record, are cruising in their offense led by head coach Ben Johnson, who's been orchestrating one of the most exciting air raid schemes in the league. With Jared Goff at the helm, the Lions are throwing the ball with precision, spreading the field, and making defenses look silly on multiple occasions. Now they're looking to take that next step, especially with their star receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown, who's been a rock in that passing game, but who's currently questionable due to an ankle injury. That's a concern, no doubt, because losing a player of his caliber can impact the entire attack. But here's where the story gets even more interesting. Rumors are swirling around a blockbuster move involving none other than Davante Adams, the route virtuoso, the perennial All-Pro who's been a nightmare for defenses for years. Adams, with his career stats, over 0 receptions, 12, 500 yards, 110 touchdowns, is a player who makes things happen. His PFF grade of 95, one in recent seasons, highlights just how elite he's been, especially in critical situations. In 2025, Adams caught 35 passes for 482 yards and 7 touchdowns, averaging 2.4 yards per route with an EPA per target of plus 0.45 and a YAC of 6.5. He's a player who consistently wins contested catches with a 69% success rate, and he's coming off a minor hamstring injury that's kept him from being at full throttle. Now, sources indicate that the Raiders, who are currently 2-6 and struggling with an anemic offense averaging just 19 points per game, are exploring a major shakeup. They're reportedly willing to trade Adams, and get this, in exchange for just a second-round pick in the 2026 draft. That's a surprisingly low price for a player of Adams's caliber, but it's likely driven by the Raiders' need to clear salary cap space, approximately $15 million, which they intend to use to bolster their defensive line. It's a classic reset move, almost reminiscent of what the Jets did last season, trying to rebuild and retool for future success. Now let's talk about what this could mean for the Lions. The potential addition of Adams would be huge, especially considering how he could elevate their already potent aerial attack. Imagine a scenario where Jared Goff has a true outside threat of Adams's caliber stretching the field, creating more space for Amon-Ra St. Brown to operate in the middle. This would force defenses to pick their poison, and with Adams's ability to win in tight coverage, 76% first down rate, a PFF grade of 90. 7 in the red zone, it could open up a whole new level of offense for Detroit. In tactical terms, adding Adams would probably see Johnson's scheme become even more aggressive in the red zone, where Adams's red zone PFF grade of 90. 7 is far superior to Williams's 79.8. This could lead to an increase in red zone touchdowns, perhaps jumping from around 54% to nearly 68%, mirroring what the Rams achieved with Cooper Kupp in 2025, who averaged over 200 yards per game. It's a move that could make Detroit's offense unstoppable, especially considering how Adams's presence would draw defensive attention away from other weapons, freeing up opportunities for others like Jahmyr Gibbs and Sam Laporta. And let's not forget the impact on special teams. Adams's arrival could help cut down on turnovers and mistakes, making the Lions more efficient overall. Plus, it would alleviate some pressure on the offensive line, allowing them to focus on quick releases and reducing sacks. With Jared Goff's quick decision-making, having a receiver like Adams, who can make plays on contested catches and win at the line of scrimmage, would be a massive boost. The offensive line's sacks per game could drop from 2.9 to about 2.2, giving Goff more time and confidence to throw. Now, looking at the bigger picture, the odds for the Lions to contend for the NFC title could skyrocket. If Adams joins the team, betting odds for the Lions to make a deep playoff run could move from +1.0 to around +450, especially with how he could become a true X-factor in matchups against divisional rivals like the Vikings. The NFC North is already competitive, but with this move, Detroit could establish a dominant presence that other teams will struggle to contain. Of course, there are skeptics. Some analysts question whether the Raiders will actually pull the trigger on such a deal, given their cap constraints and the fact that Adams is viewed as a key piece of their future. But from the Lions' perspective, this could be the kind of bold move that defines a franchise. Think about it. Adams stepping into Detroit's offense and transforming it into something even more explosive. It's not just about adding another receiver. It's about changing the entire dynamic of the team, making them even more formidable in the NFC and beyond. So, folks, what's the bottom line here? Adams could be the catalyst that elevates Detroit to new heights, turning a good team into a true title contender. His ability to stretch the field, win contested catches, and excel in the red zone makes him a perfect fit in Johnson's air raid scheme. Plus, his influence could help the Lions dominate not only in regular season games, but also in crucial playoff moments. And remember, this is not just speculation. The NFL landscape is always shifting, and smart teams are making bold decisions to secure their futures. The Lions, with their current trajectory and the potential addition of Adams, are positioning themselves as serious contenders. They've already got a solid core, but adding a player of Adams's caliber could be the piece that pushes them over the top and into that elusive Super Bowl conversation. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think the Lions will make this move? How do you see Adams fitting into the offense, and what impact do you believe he could have on their quest for a championship? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because your opinion matters so much to us and to the Detroit Lions. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Detroit Lions news. This team is on the rise, and with moves like this, the future looks incredibly bright. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Lions.